Hello everybody and welcome to what's hopefully an Infinite Loopcast video. You're joining Fleischyy and Sai.
Hello.
Sai's not on the video, it's only going to be my beautiful face, but we are going to be unboxing a new toy. And the new toy is my PlayStation camera.
And I've got one of them. That's not exciting, Dave.
It's not.
I flick little men out of the controller with it.
The exciting thing is, this is pretty weighty. That bad boy.
Your PlayStation VR.
Yeah, my PlayStation VR.